Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is the live reaction to the World Cup 2022 England squad. So as always, guys, let's crack straight on with it. For some random reason, it's looking a little bit dodgy there, but it's all good. Anyway, as always, guys, before we go through that, let's do a shout out to the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the England section of their website, at least after this live broadcast, where you can find some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here even. There's also some really nice other stuff in there as well. Go grab yourself. Good evening, Tommy. Hope you're all right, mate. Hope you're keeping well. So yeah, go grab yourself some really nice retro shirts, guys. And if any purchases that you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity within the Newham area that is helping those in the Newham area that are reliant on food banks. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt, guys, and you'll be helping out those that are less fortunate than you and I. So as always, guys, hopefully we try and get a few more people involved in it. I did tweet to say that we were going live, but it doesn't look like anybody was much paying attention. There's 2 people watching. So, Tommy, I know you're not that big of a fan of England at the minute, but, you know, try and be objective, yeah? And whoever the other viewer is, Barmies, please do share this, guys. Share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook, share it on WhatsApp, whatever, so we get more people involved in the conversation. Before we go talking about the team sheet itself, or the squad sheet, I should say, I do want to apologise to everybody that subscribed over the last few days. Good evening, Mark. Hope you're all right, mate. If you follow the channel on Twitter, I did say this morning that we had some turncoats because we'd smashed 1895 by this time last night, and then I checked it this morning, it was 1890. However, when you go onto the channel account itself on YouTube, it says we're over 1900. So thank you very much to everybody. It just looks like there's a bit of a glitch, unfortunately. But yeah. So yeah, just want to get that on record. So it wasn't turncoat in the legitimate sense of the word, but yeah, I had to justify myself as to why it was. So thank you to everybody that has subscribed over the last couple of days. It's been mental growth, and long may it continue, because I put a lot of hard work into this, as everybody knows. So let's jump straight onto the team sheet. Good evening, Rob. Hope you're keeping all right, mate. So here we go. This is the squad. This is the squad layout for England World Cup 2022 qualifiers. Of course, actually, before I do that, before we go through it, actually, I will remind everybody that we will be doing the England live watch-alongs for the 3 games that are coming up after the international break. During the international break, I should say, after this weekend's football. So keep an eye out for that, and do like, share, and subscribe. Ignore that technical glitch. So yeah, here we go with the team sheet, the squad sheet, I should say. So the 3 goalkeepers here are Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, and Nick Pope. Not a bad selection from those. Defenders, we will go through this in a little bit more detail in a minute. Defenders are Trent Alexander-Arnold, Conor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker. In midfield is Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice. And the attacking options are Patrick Bamford, Dominic Calvitt-Lewin, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, I can never pronounce his name properly, Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho, and Raheem Sterling. So not bad, guys. Not bad whatsoever. Really isn't. Hang on, let's turn that bloody. Here we go. Where are we? Turn that off. No, wrong one. Where is it? Where have you gone? Oh, there you go. There you are. There you are. Hey, there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Look, it's been a while since I've done this, guys, so please bear with me. So yeah, let's just run through let's run through that. So to be honest with you, that's not a bad selection. That really isn't a bad selection of players. So as I say, let's just go into this in a little bit more detail. I mean, the goalkeepers pretty much speak for themselves, really. Is that, it's no surprise that Sam Johnson, Jordan Pickford, and Nick Pope are in there. No surprise whatsoever. As always, guys, there's 7 people watching, so give us your thoughts. TSC's just put his comment in just as I was saying it. Said it's good Saka gets a second chance to prove himself. He had a first chance, to be fair, mate. Mark says Lingard plays 4 minutes for United and he's back in the squad. Tommy says no Henderson. I would take him ahead of Johnstone personally. Yeah, Jordan Henderson is in the side, mate. I'll read it out. I'll put it back up on this up there again. So we've got Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Conor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker in defence, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Patrick Bamford, Dominic Calvitt-Lewin, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, apologies if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling, just for the old man across the sea. So yeah, there's no surprise with the goalkeepers whatsoever. Johnson, Pickford, and Pope, completely understandable. Little bit of a shame that little bit of a shame that we haven't got a bit more of a selection to go for, but yeah, it's not bad nonetheless. Well, you didn't say that. You just said Henderson. You weren't clear there, Tommy. But Dean Henderson, the goalkeeper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is more of a facts of down to the facts of the selection process, I guess. For whatever reason, Dean Henderson didn't take it. Didn't take that. That's a bit of a thing, but understandable. So defenders, no surprise that Trent Alexander-Arnold's in there. No surprise. You know, if he hadn't have picked up that injury in the friendlies before the Euros, he certainly would have gone. We all know that. Conor Cody, not a bad shout in any shape or form, if I'm honest. I think that's quite a good shout. I quite like Conor. I think he's a very good player. Reece James from Chelsea. Yeah, again, a very good, very, very, very good selection. Harry Maguire. Guys, you know my thoughts on Harry Maguire, but he's better for England than he is for Man United. So, Michelet, welcome. No Bowen, unfortunately, mate. No, it's a bit of a shame, but with the amount of talent that's in the midfield, which we'll come on to in a bit more depth, we'll come on to that in a bit. Tyrone Mings, understandable, very, very good player for Villa and England, respectively. Luke Shaw, understandable, had a great Euros. John Stones. Little bit of a name drop there, really, more than anything else, as far as I'm concerned. But still a good player, and still should be able to do a job for us in 13 months' time. Is it? No, it's not 13. It's 14 months' time, isn't it? 15. What am I talking about? 15 months' time. 15 months' time. End of November, beginning of December next year. The World Cup's on. So not a bad shout in any shape or form. Kieran Trippier. Again, name on the team sheet. Not a bad shout in any shape or form. Kyle Walker, yep, good shout. I'd take that, to be honest with you. Not bad in any shape or form. Again, guys, give us your thoughts on what's going on. Mark says the less West Ham players playing internationals, the better. Absolutely, Mark. We'll come on to that at another time, mate. Midfielders, Jude Bellingham. Personally, I'm still in two minds about the geezer. Quite a good player, obviously, but haven't seen enough of him. Jordan Henderson, understandable, bam, straight there. Jesse Lingard of Man United, absolutely right. Mark, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. More so to the fact that Lingard did really well in the build up to the Euro, so I think that's probably Southgate's thinking. Mason Mount had a very good campaign with England as well. Very, very good player. So you can't really grumble with that. Calvin Phillips, again, can't grumble. And of course, our boy, Declan Rice. Can't grumble with this so far. James, I genuinely can't. You can't grumble with this. Really, really can't. I mean, obviously, Sam Johnson was playing for Arsenal in the League Cup game last night. So that he's got a bit more international experience, so to speak, shall we say. But yeah, Tommy, going back to what you were saying earlier about Dean Henderson, mate, yeah, totally agree with you. Completely agree with you. Forwards, Patrick Bamford from Leeds. There's a good argument that he should have played. He should have been in the squad and played at some point over the Euros. Very good argument for that. Dominic, Calvitt, Lewin. I've been raving about him for a good couple of years now. Didn't really get his chance properly at the Euros in the level that I would have liked to personally have seen him. But a good name nonetheless to get in the team sheet. Very, very good. Jack Grealish writes itself, doesn't it, really? Really does write itself. Again, had a fantastic Euros. And hopefully this is what is going to be. Iron's Hammer, welcome. What will you be wearing to the Palace game this time? Not relevant to the conversation, so not answering it, but thanks for the question, mate. You're going to have to wait and see. Harry Kane from Tottenham. Again, understandable. One of the first names on the team sheet for England. I criticised him in the build-up games, but had a fantastic Euros. Really did. Saka for Arsenal. Really has nothing to prove as far as I'm concerned. Had such a good game. Such a good tournament. And was a shining light for Arsenal from last season. And him getting on the team on the score sheet last night against West Brom is only really going to cement that fact, really. So he's going to get a bit more confidence out of that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he's doing. TSC says it's a shame Antonio is in Jamaica squad, not England. I don't think he's actually made any full-time appearances, mate. I don't think he's actually got any caps for Jamaica yet. So we still, technically speaking, could go to England. He really still could. But Southgate doesn't want to have him for some random reason. I can't figure it out. And I know a lot of non-West Ham fans can't figure it out either. But the situation is what the situation is. Mark says Grealish is an overrated diver. To a degree, yes, I'll agree with that. To a degree. I've said left, right and centre how much time he spends on the grass in comparison to doing runs, but it was he was very, very good for the Euros. Great impact player, and that's how we should have stuck with him, really, to be honest with you. We really should have stuck with him like that. Saka. Jadon Sancho of Man United. Sancho had a good tournament in the Euro, so why not pick him? Can't think of anybody else really that you could really that would jump into his spot. And last but by no means least, Raheem Sterling. TSC says Ward-Prowse would be nice. That would have been if you mentioned that in the midfielders section, mate. But yes, James Ward-Prowse is a player that we all know from the watch-alongs. And when we did the analysis of this for the Euros as well, James Ward-Prowse is a player that I would absolutely have loved to have gone. Absolutely. Oris Tommy has been on the Guinness by the looks of it, or the Jack Daniels. Can't remember the entire squad, but I assume Phil Foden is in there. No, he's not, mate. He's not. He's not in there because he's injured at the moment. Last I saw, Mark says Mason Greenwood again. Yep, another player we should take. 100%. Really enjoy what he's been doing for Man United over the last year or so. So, you know, that's the thing. It's a little bit here hit and miss with Southgate, but take it all day long, mate. Absolutely all day long. And as I say, Raheem Sterling, the last one in there. Everybody knows my thoughts on Sterling. I personally think he can do a lot better than he has been doing. Really grew into the Euros, as we all discussed. So I wasn't the only one that was saying that. But at the same point, I do kind of think that he needs to sort his club situation out as well to get himself improving. I really think that that with a player like Grealish, who really sets the ball up as well. I do think it would work very, very well. Sterling and Grealish at club level, and hopefully they'll translate that over into international level as well. No, someone says, sorry, the World Cup squad we were doing. We are. That's what it says here, and on the tablet on the title, mate. Come on, what's going on? Robert says Danny Ings. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think he's a little bit too old now, which is why Southgate isn't picking him. Jay Woods, welcome. Tammy Abraham could be in with a shout. He could do, depending on how he gets on with Roma. Because obviously we know we've still got a long way to go. We've got over a year yet before the tournament. So These are obviously this is the squad to face the next England games, which is Hungary, Andorra, and Poland. So anything's possible at the minute. I can kind of understand why Abrahams is not in there at the minute, because he didn't have that much of a good game for Chelsea and so far that season. Robert says, yeah, but not on form. I think he's referring to Tammy Abrahams there. Mark, thank you. Yep, hit the like button, folks. But you know, at the end of the day, guys, this is not a bad shout. Tommy says, how long is Foden out for? World Cup isn't for the over a year yet. Absolutely agreed. And as I say, as I've literally just mentioned, this is the side that's going to face Hungary, Andorra, and Poland. So it is the World Cup squad as it stands at the minute. So I don't know. He's meant to be back sometime next month, I think. So obviously he's going to be too late for the upcoming qualifiers, and I think that's where it's going with, as I say, because it does say in the title World Cup qualifiers squad. So I can obviously only put too much in there, but I know why you're asking, Tommy, and thanks for that, mate. I'm much appreciated. But yeah, as I say, we've got 15 months until this tournament starts, so anything's possible. So this is just purely for the qualifiers. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on with that. Yep, just repeating what I keep saying. Thank you, Tommy. Creswell deserves an England call-up, says TSC. Again, I think he's not in the right age bracket. The future of English football and international football is youngsters, and this age is. Well, even Jared Bowen should get a chance to see again. Yeah, I think he's tinkering around about the same sort of level as Creswell, and especially in ability. Tommy says sorry for the confusion. I'm not confused, mate. I'm all good. But yeah. So, but yeah, you know, this is the thing. It's just the fact that one thing's really irritating me is my voice isn't back to normal yet. I'm still bloody gravelly. The missus is loving it. She says my voice sounds really sexy, but nah, it's done. No, my bloody luck it'd be back to normal by Saturday, and then it'd be all back round again to for the Palace game. So guys, anything else? Any other comments we've got for this? Any that you want to discuss about this England setup? As I say, you guys in the chat, fantastic shout outs as always. There are some very good players that Southgate's missed out for these qualifiers, but at the same point, I can understand why. I genuinely get why some of the players you've mentioned have been left out for one reason or another, with the exception as Irish Tommy was talking about at the start of the stream, with the exception of Dean Henderson. That's Mark says I like the sexy blazer, JP. Right, but Mark, because you weren't aware of this, and neither was a few of you guys, and obviously who else? Irons Hammer. For those of the guys who've been watching the channel for more than 18 months, that blazer that I wore on Monday night is I wear that for every weekday game. Hence it being one. It's seen more draws and wins than it's seen losses. So far I deem it as the lucky blazer. I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 seasons now. And but yeah. Tommy says I'd have Greenwood ahead of Calvitt Lewin. He's the best natural finisher along with Kane. Mason Greenwood, absolutely. I totally see it. Totally see it. I mean, I've not really watched a lot of Man United games, so I can't really comment. But from what I have seen since Mason Greenwood broke through a year or so ago, very, very impressed with him. He's in my fantasy league as well, for that matter. Guys, which reminds me, if you want to join the fantasy league, code should be in the description. And it's also up on Twitter as well, for that matter. So come join the league. It's got some funny competitions going in there already. TSC says it's coming home, and us living the World Cup will shut Italy up. You never know. Be lovely to see. We've got some very, very promising players coming through. As I said, guys, we will be doing the live watch-alongs for the qualifiers. So, and of course, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock sharp, we will be live when we're talking about the Europa League draw. I mean, obviously, everything is focusing on on the Champions League, because obviously that draw was done earlier today. But we will be at 11 o'clock sharp. We will be live to talk about the Europa League draw and to see who we're going to be getting. It's going to be entertaining. But just as a reminder, guys, for the England World Cup qualifiers, Tommy, Thursday the 2nd of September, 7:45 is Hungary away. So we'll be live at 20 to 20 to 8 next this time next week, basically. Almost this time next week for that game. Sunday the 5th of September, the England qualifier at home against Andorra. We will be live at 5 to 5 as the game kicks off at 5 o'clock. And Wednesday the 8th of September, we're away to Poland and again at 7:45. So we'll be live from 20 to 8 next Wednesday. So be great. So so let's see what Mark's talking to Tommy. Cool. And so yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much all we can talk about for the squad. So Mark says, see you at 11. Beer o'clock will be early tomorrow. Very early, mate. Very early. I won't be able to do it for too long because obviously I'll still be working, so I won't have to do it for too long. But it'd be great to see you all. If you haven't already done so, please, we've got 7 likes on this video already. If you haven't already done so, please do hit the like button. Please do if you're watching this channel and you're new to it and you haven't and you're enjoying the channel, then Barmans, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, which is something I want to tell you guys about. Just very, very briefly, you guys, honestly, for those that are watching live and for those that are watching the replay, for those that are subscribed to the channel, thank you very, very much. But you guys, I've absolutely smashed it. Right, I was looking at the analytics. I'll see if I can pop it up again today. Where are we? Because I saw the details. Because basically 63.5% of you guys that are watching this content aren't subscribed. So please do hit the subscribe button, because honestly, we are so close to 2,000. It's unreal. We honestly about 2,250 people have watched these videos over the last 4 weeks and aren't subscribed. We could double it overnight. Literally double the count overnight if you guys subscribe to the channel. That's how important it is. But the more important thing is, where are we? On a YouTube channel, right? Subscribers who turned on all notifications, on average, are 10 to 30% of the audience, right? You guys are smack bang in the middle of this. 22.3% of you guys. I absolutely love you for that. It's brilliant. Literally, smack bang in the middle of the average amount of subscribers that switch on all notifications. Love you. 424 of you people. It's brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. And more specifically, subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications, 5 to 20%, 12.5% of you as well. 238 of you guys. Honestly, the background numbers are fantastic. They really, really are good. I love the fact that just over 53% of the viewers over the last 4 weeks have been from the UK. That's mental. That's 47% from around the rest of the world. It's crazy. I love you all. You guys are brilliant. Honestly, genuinely love how you guys are helping grow this channel. Really, really do. So yeah, that's a little bit background information for you guys. But yeah, honestly, it's brilliant. I love each and every single one of you guys that comes on every single time. The viewing figures for the previews are the lowest for some random reason. It's the most information you'll ever find on a YouTube channel, including graphics. So I don't know why hardly anyone's watching them. But guys, thank you very, very much. The video about Kurt Zuma's medical is 1,100 viewers. That was just mental. I haven't hit 1,000 views for a video for a long, long time. Thank you very much, guys. I really do genuinely appreciate it. Tommy says, Henderson for Johnston and Greenwood for Calvitt Lewin are the only changes he would make. Absolutely agree. Definitely. That would make, but we'll have to see what happens in the so we'll have to see what's happening with the side and stuff. And Tommy's asked a very good question. So few Arsenal players in the squad tell a tale, doesn't it? Absolutely agree with you, mate. It just shows you how they're fall from grace. In actual fact, there's literally only one. So from that point of view, West Ham are just as big as Arsenal. But guys, we'll end it there. Thank you very, very much for your time, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. And of course, tomorrow we will be live, as I mentioned there, for the Europa League draw. So come join the conversation. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Mark says, I think they're great again after last night. Tia says, you should go on a live video with West Ham Unofficial. He makes good content. Yes, Jake does. I've been on there quite a few times, Jake, with young Jake GSC. So if he asks me on again, of course, I'll always go on. I was obviously on with Luke yesterday talking about the Palace game. But anyway, guys, you look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. All the best.